Alright folks, just want to do a quick video talking a little bit about pepper spray. Some people will call it mace or tear gas or something like that, but I think generally most of the time these days is called pepper spray. Primary components in these tend to be capsaicin, which is something that's extracted from hot peppers. In the case of this Sabre, they mix it with some sort of chemical. I think it's called tear gas, is the way that it's branded on here. And then they also include, at times, a dye. Like the Sabre includes an infrared dye. So if you have to spray somebody or something, it can be detected. And then this Fox Mean Green actually contains a very strong green dye that would make somebody look like a leprechaun if you sprayed them down. You wouldn't need any infrared to detect it. But anyhow, I think it's an important thing to have as part of your EDC. Or your daily carry, because it gives you a non-lethal option that you can use against an assailant, maybe a drunk person or a crackhead or something like that's coming after you, or somebody trying to rob or mug you or hurt somebody in your family. It's a quick non-lethal option that may allow you to have some control over a situation without getting in too much trouble. You definitely need to make sure that you know your state, county, and local laws, because I think that they vary from region to region. When carrying something like this, my personal take, and I'm not a lawyer or giving anybody any advice, is that, if you use pepper spray to go around and bully and intimidate people or rob a liquor store or something like that, you're going to get in trouble. If you use pepper spray because a dog's coming after you, or, a raccoon is digging in your trash and you're trying to shoo it out of there, or, some drunk idiot's trying to pick a fight with you, and you spray them down real good, I personally am comfortable with that, and I would be comfortable telling the police or anybody else that story. Anyhow, this is stuff you do have to be careful with. You don't want to accidentally blow back in your face or spray your friend by accident. You don't want to leave it in your car in the summertime. I have heard stories of these canisters of pepper spray blowing up in somebody's glove box, or in the center console of their car or something like that. Yeah, I just did want to talk a little bit about these in different sizes. I believe this is 2.5 ounces. These are both around 1.5 ounces. This is 1.5. This is 1.3, and I believe this one's a 1/2 ounce. But anyhow, they come in different size containers, so you can fit something like this in your pocket, nice and easy. This is maybe something you put in your center console, or something you put in an EDC bag, or whatever works for you and however you want to carry it. I do have a variety of different sprays. I originally bought the Sabre a long time ago, and that's typically what I used. At the time, it was rated as the top shelf, and it's with the police and law enforcement. And it says right here, law enforcement strength spray. And it is very strong. It's hard to get a Scoville rating. That's how they measure how much capsaicin is in something for some of these. But I think that in times where pepper spray's made some advancements, like this Sabre sprays like cone-shaped fog, which is good because it covers a big area. I think this one goes about 8 to 10 feet. I think this is probably about 6 to 8 feet. This Inferno, this goes about 10, 12 feet, and it actually sends a foam spray. It's very easy to direct, as you can see. It's like a foam stream, and then once it hits the person or the dog or whatever you spray, it immediately liquefies, so that way they can't scoop it off and throw it back at you or try to get it on you. And Cold Steel, I don't know how much of it's the marketing of Cold Steel, but this is supposedly very, very strong and powerful pepper spray. If you look on YouTube, there's various videos of people spraying themselves with these, and they all seem pretty effective. And I picked up this Fox. A buddy of mine actually picked up some. They were calling it 5.3, which was like 5.3. I think it was 5.3. This says it's 3 million Scoville units. So I must be mistaken there. But he picked up some Fox that was really strong. And then when I was looking into it, I saw that this stuff with the green dye was there, and so that's how you deploy. So I decided to pick it up, and I think it's a good idea to have the green on there. That way, there's no dispute. Dye somebody green. I think there's no dispute or anything like that. So anyhow, I just wanted to do a quick video saying that I think this is something that's important. You don't have to take my advice. I'm not an expert, just a guy with a camera. But it is a good, nice, non-lethal option to EDC or to have with you. It's relatively inexpensive. I think this was about $15. These were probably about 12. and I think this is about 10. So anyhow, that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video.